talk to you about the basics and about starting points. I've been having a lot of conversations and realizing that there still could be a lot of people that don't know how to use their essential oils, or why to use their essential oils, or what to use the essential oils for and how often. I think they all kind of run in together. So I'm going to tell you, when I first started using, I learned from this. I learned from a reference guide. So there's a white one and there is a blue one. I have the big blue one downstairs. That's how I learned. That's how I learned what to do. So I would have a symptom, or I would have something going on that I was curious about, or I had an old health issue that I knew needed support, and I would just look it up in the book. So as things came along, I would look them up. It would tell me what to use, and that's how I started. And I always remember, in these books, these are recommendations. So it's a starting point, but it doesn't mean that it's an exact, because each one of our bodies work different. So we have to tweak it to how it works best for us. How many times, it's going to say in the book, use it, I don't know, so many drops, so many times a day. But it's going to depend on your body. So, but this was a really good starting point for me. Now I use the oils on. Where do I put it on? I put it on in my favorite spots. So when I first started, I used the bottom of my feet, because that's what I learned, and that was what everybody talked about. And then I started moving them around. The longer that you're doing it, the more comfortable you get with moving them around. I put them on location of area that's bothering me. So if it's a wound or a hurt, I put it right on that spot. If it's hormones, I use my forearms. I use the inner area of my ankles. I know those spots. But if you're not quite sure where to put them, there's still times I use the bottom of my feet. So there's no wrong place to put them, except we never put them on our ear canal, because our ear canal is just too tender and the oils are too strong. And that's the only place I can think of offhand. Okay, how often do I use it? I grab them as much as I want to. There is no prescription with it. It has to be 1 drop for this at that time of the day. No, that's factory made things, and these are plant-based things. Pretty much our body's going to use all of it up. If we're putting oils on, say if I put 3 drops of oils on, I'm doing my hormones, and then I'll put 3 or 4 drops on of something else that I'm supporting my cardiovascular, or I'll put on a couple drops to support my emotions. I'm doing it one after the other. My body's going to use all of that up within 3 hours. It's going to be all gone and used up, and then I can reapply again, or I can reapply if I need it before. I do it when I need it, especially if I'm repairing something. If I burn myself, which I have burned myself a lot, when I burn myself, I put that oil on every 30 minutes. So I'll grab lavender and I'll put it on that burn. Then I'll grab my deep relief and I'll roll that on, because the deep relief always helps the pain part of my burn, and it helps speed up the healing for me. And then the lavender also is repairing. So it all depends. So say I have my Progessence Plus, right? So now I'm not at the starting point anymore. I've been doing it for a long time. I'm comfortable with it. I've learned things, and it just takes practice. It takes practice. It takes being intentional, and it takes using these books and figuring out what you're supposed to do with the oils. And there's tons of Facebook pages now. There's so much out there that wasn't out there when I started. So for my hormones, I'm put my Progessence Plus on every single day. I am going to put it on my forearms. I just put 4 drops on, and I did it this morning, and that's okay. My body's going to take what it needs, and what it doesn't need, it's just like a vitamin. It gets rid of it. But my body definitely will not get too much, because I need a ton. So I just put on my Progessence Plus. And the thing about it is, that's not where I stop for my hormones. I don't stop there. That's the basic. That's the minimum. That's the foundation. So then I'm going to take my Endoflex every single day. I put this on. I put it right here. I just put like 3 or 4 drops came out, and then I'm gonna rub it up the side of my neck, all over my thyroid area. Oh, there's a spider up there. I can get that spider. Do you know spiders don't like peppermint? Okay, so I just put my Endoflex on. I do that every single day. Completely different. We can have the same foundational stuff, but then we build off of the foundation and we tweak it to what our body needs. So this is foundation, Progessence Plus and Endoflex, every single day. Every single day. Then for hormones, like there's the, so I want you guys to become really comfortable with grabbing your oils and using your oils, grabbing your supplements and using the supplements. Like for me too, my Ningxia, that was one of my foundations. When I first started, Ningxia was a foundation for me. I still drink this every single day. Like I use these oils every single day. Why? My body needs oxygen. My body needs repair. My cells are coated with junk because of the environment. This is how I help my body. So I don't buy other things. I buy this, and then that's what I use. And honest, you get so much more comfortable using it the longer that it goes that you're using it. And you don't second guess yourself of, okay, I can only use 1 or 2 drops. I mean, yeah, if that's a place where some of us and a lot of us start, we have to have that. Okay, this is where I start. But then, honest, it just becomes normal and natural, and you just let the drops flow, and you're not worried about how much you use or how often, because your body recognizes it, it takes it in, and you can tell, like, the more that you use it, the more comfortable you get with it, because it's not foreign to you, it's not scary anymore, and because unknowns can be scary, right? So when it's not scary, you can feel it. Like when I put these on, it's normal, it's natural. It's like that's what my body is craving. So our body is going to crave what we give it. We want to make sure that we're giving it plant-based, real things that God created, and we don't want to be giving our bodies a whole bunch of factory-created products, because those factory-created products are full of synthetics, is not what our body recognizes, and it causes more burden. So that should be a really good reason of why do I want to use essential oils? Why do I want to drink Ningxia Red? Why do I want to take those supplements? Why do I want to clean with Thieves household cleaner? Because they're all pieces to the wellness puzzle. That's why. There's no one piece. So say we eat really good, but we don't watch what we're putting on our skin, and we're taking a bunch of pills to get that instant quick. We think it's a fix, but it's not a fix. It doesn't repair and fix anything. We want that immediate, and then see, we only have one piece of the puzzle there. We're only eating well. We need to watch what we're putting on our skin, because that's going in our bloodstream. We need to watch our personal care products. We need to start making those DIYs. We need to drink whole body nutrition. We need to nourish those cells. And we need to clean with Thieves household cleaner, because if we're doing all these good things, we're eating right, we're watching what we're putting on our skin, we're using the oils for emotional support, hormone support, systems, that specific systems we have support. If we're doing all that, we're using the oils to help us sleep. We're so careful, but we're still using toxic cleaners, then we're just kind of treading water and sometimes pedaling backwards, because the toxins that come off of those cleaners, now remember, you're breathing it in, you're taking it into your lungs, there goes all that good oxygen that the oils just gave you, and you're burdening your system with their cancer-causing ingredients. I mean, that's just, you can look them up. Regular cleaners are full of lung-damaging ingredients and cancer-causing ingredients, and I can honestly say that because I used to clean houses. I know what those cleaners are full of, and it's not good. So we don't want to miss any pieces of the puzzle. And I know sometimes it can feel overwhelming, like, oh my goodness, there's just so many areas to do, but we have to start somewhere. And that's what I did when I started. I started with emotions. That was my starting point. Started with emotions, I started with my Ningxia, and then it just was a progression. These products were doing great things for me, and I was just using oils at that point. And I couldn't wait to order the next month, and then the next month, and the next month. And I always had a wish list going, and I always had what I'm going to work on next going. I couldn't get enough of it. And I want you guys to have that same passion, and I hope that you can find that passion, because these products are absolutely amazing. I can't even tell you how much they have changed my life. But you won't know that if you don't use them. You've got to open them. You've got to open the oil bottles. You have to put them on. You've got to open those supplement bottles, and you have to take them. You got to be drinking your Ningxia Red every day. You got to grab that Thieves Cleaner, and you need to clean with it. And you stop buying the other stuff, and you just start putting all those wellness puzzle pieces together, and before you know it, you're going to be free from so many things. So I just wanted to share that with you.